Horizon Forbidden West released on February 18th, 2022. And since gamers have gotten their hands on this game, it has been all over social media, receiving a lot of praise, some criticism that's definitely warranted, and of course some criticism that seems to just be typical console war poop. At this point, it has been a while since Sony Studios has released a brand new PlayStation exclusive game, and this was the one that was marketed most alongside the announcement and release of the PS5. So for those of us that have been able to get our hands on the console,
I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
it was a bit of a first look at what a major AAA Sony open world narrative full game experience can look like when developed for the PS5. Of course, this game is also playable on PS4 and PS4 Pro, and of course there have been other PS5 releases, but perhaps not others with this much anticipation. And while this game definitely still has its issues like clunky climbing, weird pop-in, etc., today I want to focus, see what I did there, on the most impressive aspect of Horizon Forbidden West so far, and how this might be setting the bar that much higher for future PS5 titles. Dr. Pooplove here, and of course I'm talking about the visuals of this game, but more specifically the character animation, the vast landscapes, but also the finer details. And by the way, if you want to see more videos like this, then please be sure to override that like button so we can spread this poop love around the world. But let's get into it. And I will start by saying that the biggest flaw from Horizon Zero Dawn is now one of the biggest strengths of Horizon Forbidden West, and that is the character animations, and in particular, the facial animations. I jokingly have referred to the first game in the Horizon series as Horizon Zero Facial Expressions, because the characters always looked so fake and rigid when talking to each other.
Is he suffering? Does he need help? I can't stand it not knowing.
It made me not really even want to bother conversing any further with any characters in this game, and it really honestly took me out of the experience. Well, luckily in Forbidden West, not only have they fixed that, but I honestly think that this may be the best display of facial animations I have seen yet, coming at least very close to the benchmark that Naughty Dog has set. This improvement has not only helped immerse me more in this world and in this game, but it also leaves me very excited for what the future of games will be, as the bar has now been raised. The visuals are also stunning in terms of the broader landscape. This world is lush with colors, photorealistic vistas, trees, caves, mountains, rivers. Every biome is breathtaking to look at, and sometimes you just have to pause in awe of what Guerrilla has accomplished here. What's awesome is that nearly everything you see, you can also travel right to, very much like you can in Breath of the Wild, which I know this game gets compared to at a nauseating level, but it's true. Like this mountain I saw over here that I thought maybe would get me onto this tall neck, I was actually able to find my way climbing all the way up to the top and disastrously gliding to failure. And the funny thing about this game's visuals is it actually kind of inspires me to actually want to get out of my gamer cave and into the nature of the real world to experience the great beauty that exists IRL. But beyond the beauty of this vast landscape is also the finer details of this game. It's almost as if Sony saw the memes of Craig in Halo Infinite and said, we better not have that anywhere because even the animals have been designed with the finest details that, again, look photorealistic. Photo mode is actually really fun to use. It's something that I almost never touch in games, but I do here because I'm like, sure, that fox looks cool, but what about up close? Oh, still really good? Dang. And of course, other such details are amazing to look at, such as the particles flying off of enemy machines that are stunning, and they give me this continual ocular O-face. And so yes, these visuals have left me thoroughly impressed, and something that is quite hard to do as I'm not someone who's often that impressed. It leaves me in awe of what the future of games will be in this new console generation, especially with games like Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, which will be PS5 exclusives. And of course, as a big Factions fan, I think it will be amazing to see this level of polish for Factions 2. But what do you think about all this? What are you most impressed by? What are you potentially least impressed by? And speaking of Factions, here's a video about what Factions is like today in 2022. But otherwise, so long, Pooper Troopers.